Hello, everybody. It's me, Code Trucker Looter, for another episode of the Starting Out Python series book. And here we have already, we are about to get into the program number 12. I think it's a better, if I just read a little bit, just a tad bit, and then we go right into the next, how you call it, exercise. So without further ado, guys, this is part number 10. So let's get into a very good and interesting part of the chapter 4 of this book. So here we go. Let's go, guys. So calculating a running total. Concept. A running total is a sum of numbers that accumulates with each iteration of a loop. The variable used to keep the running total is called an accumulator. Many programming tasks require you to calculate the total of a series of numbers. For example, suppose you are writing a program that calculates a business total sales for a week. The program would read the sales for each day as input and calculate the total of those numbers. Okay, shall we go to the program now? Awesome. So here we have already the program. The program name is SumNumbers.py, and this program calculates the sum of a series of numbers entered by the user. Okay, max is equal 5. The maximum number is a primitive variable. Remember that. Initialize an accumulator variable. Total equals 0.0. Explain what we are doing. Print. This program calculates the sum of max, comma, numbers you will enter, period. Get the numbers and accumulate them for counter in range max number integer input enter in number. So we're gonna put total equals total plus a number. So now display the total of the numbers. Print the total is total. So now we're gonna go up here, run Python file, enter a number. So we're gonna play, for example, 14. Enter a number. 4. 45. What else? Let's put enter number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Total is 531. So as you can see here, the total variable created by the assignment statement in line 7 is the accumulator. Notice that it is initialized with the value 0, 0 to for loop in line 14 through 16. Does the work of getting the numbers from the user and calculating their total. Line 15 prompts the user to enter a number, then assigns the input to the number variable. Then the following statement in line 16 adds number to a total. Total equals total plus number. After this statement executes, the value referenced by the number variable will be added to the value in the total variable. It is important that you understand how this statement works. Okay, let's take a note into this. The augmented assignment operators. Quite often, programs have assignment statements in which the variable that is on the left side of the operator, side of the equal operator, also appears on the right side of the equal operator. Here's an example. X is equal to x plus 1. On the right side of the assignment operator, 1 is added to x. The result is then assigned to x, replacing the value that x previously referenced. Effectively, this statement adds 1 to x. You saw another example of this type of statements in program 4.13. Total equal total plus number. This statement assigns... hey, that's a spoiler. Let's get into the next program right now, okay? By the way, this is the checkpoint before the program 4.13, so let's get into looking into it. Yep, that's it. That's all what it is to it, because now we're gonna go into the Sentinels. Okay, now let's go into the next program. I think it's great to remark this. Sentinels. A sentinel is a special value that marks the end of a sequence of values. Consider the following scenarios. You are designing a program that will use a loop to process a long sequence of values. At the time you are designing the program, you do not know the number of values that will be in the sequence. In fact, the number of values in the sequence could be different each time the program is executed. What is the best way to design such a loop? Here are some techniques that you have seen already in this chapter, along with the disadvantages of using them when processing a long list of values. Okay. Simply ask the user at the end of each loop iteration if there is another value to process, if the sequence of values is long. However, asking this question at the end of each loop iteration might make the program cumbersome for the user. Okay. All right. So we go program for 13.py. And we go here. The program name is property tax.py. So this program displays property taxes. Tax factor 0.0065 represents the tax factor. Okay. Get the first lot number. So we print, enter the property lot number, print, or enter 0 to end. Lot equals integer. Input lot number. Continue processing as long as the user does not enter a lot number. While lot is not equals to 0, it equals to 0. So we get the property value. Value equals float input. Enter the property value. Oh God, my sausage fingers. calculate the properties tax. Tax equals value times tax factor. Display the tax. Print property tax in dollars, right? Format tax, comma, quotations, comma, period, to F. Now after this, comma, sep equal, quotation marks, and we go to the next statement. Get the next lot number, print the next lot, enter the next lot number, print, and God, quotation marks, man, enter 0 to end, lot equals integer input lot number. Okay, we run the Python file, we enlarge, enter the property lot number, or enter 0 to end. Lot number, let's put 400. Enter the property value. The property value will be 125,000, if only, right? So property tax is 812 with 50 cents. Enter the next lot number. So let's go for, how about 230. Enter the property value. It's going to be a 300,000 little home. Property tax is 1,950. Oh, 0. That got me a little bit not good. So we got a checkpoint here, guys. What is a sentinel? Okay, and why should you take care of to choose a distinctive value as a sentinel? And with that, let's go into the next portion. With that being said, the next section, it's called input validation loops. Input validation loops is the process of inspecting data that has been input to a program to make sure it is valid before it is used in a computation. Input validation is commonly done with a loop that iterates as long as an input variable references bad data. One of the most famous sayings among computer programmers is garbage in, garbage out. This saying, sometimes abbreviated as GIGO, refers to the fact that computers cannot tell the difference between good data and bad data. If a user provides bad data as input to a program, the program will process the bad data and, as a result, will produce bad data as output. For example, look at the payroll program in Program 414 and notice what happens in the sample run when the user gives bad data as input. Let's get into the Program 414, guys, in 3, 2, 1, and... So, the program is called comment gross pay.py. This program displays gross pay, get the number of hours worked. Sorry. Never done it before, right? What else? Hours equals integer input. Enter the hours worked this week. Get the hourly pay rate. Pay rate is equals float input. Enter the hourly pay rate. Calculate the gross pay. Gross pay equals hours times pay rate. Display the gross pay. God dang it. Print. Quotation marks. Gross pay. There we go. Format. Gross pay. Comma. Quotation marks. Comma. Period. To F. We save and run. Into the hours worked this week, as you can see here. This week, enter the hours worked this week. So this week we worked 59 hours, okay? Enter the hourly pay rate is gonna be $27 an hour, okay? So it's gonna be $1,593 with 0 cents. It's like sharp. That's pretty cool. Oh, wait a minute. There's about data. Of course, it's about data. Hold on a minute. So did you spot the bad data that was provided as an input? The person received the paycheck and will be pleasantly surprised because in the sample run, the payroll clerk entered 400 as the number of hours worked. Right. The clerk probably meant to enter 40 because there are not 400 hours in a week. The computer hour is unaware of this fact, and the program processed the bad data just as if it were good data. Could you think of other types of input that can be given to this program that will result in bad output? One example is a negative number entered for the hours worked. Another is an invalid hourly pay rate. Sometimes stories are reported in the news about computer errors that mistakenly cause people to be charged thousands of dollars for small purchases, to receive large tax refunds to which they were not entitled. These computer errors are rarely caused by the computer, however, they are more commonly caused by bad data that was read into the program as input. Alright, so next we're going to write an input validation loop. So the program name is retail no validation .py. Okay, so there's no validation here apparently. This program calculates prices. Have markup 2.5, and we go the markup percentage, and we get another as a variable, as a character y, and we got variable to control the loop. Okay. So now process one or more items, while another equals to Y, or another it is equals to Y, then we get the items wholesale cost. Wholesale equals float input, enter the items wholesale cost. Calculate the retail price. Retail equals, oh my gosh, wholesale markup. Display the retail price. Retail equals, not the same statement, is a print statement. Retail price column in this comma format retail to F again comma sep quotation mark have here do this again, another equals input do you have another item? Space plus enter Y for yes. Y for yes. Okay, so we are going to gosh, clear, dang it. Run the code, enter items wholesale cost. Let's see, for example, is a Yu-Gi-Oh! Structure deck. So it's gonna be $11.99. Retail price is what the fuck? Oh, no, there's an Celestial starter deck. Yes, so the wholesale cost is going to be it's going to be how about $5.99? Huh? So $14.99. Yeah, that's more accurate. Yeah, retail price is $14.98. Yeah, you know. Now, do you have another item? No. So yeah. So of course there's a problem with the code because there's no validation of, there's no validation loop. We are gonna let this course over here, but in the next course we're gonna see how it's done with the validation loop. And if you want to, you can just do it, in your leisure time. You have 1 week to do it. I'm just gonna upload it in the next curse in the part number 11. So, thank you very much for sticking out with me, guys. Please click like, subscribe if you like this content, and yeah, see you guys next time, okay? Bye bye.